Hey everyone, my name is Sarah and thanks for joining me on my channel. I make motherhood and lifestyle videos and I'm really excited about today's video because we're going to be talking about one of my very favorite topics, which is trying to conceive a baby. So as some of you might know, I have a 1-year-old son, so this would be baby number 2 for me. And within the next year to year and a half, hopefully we will be welcoming a second baby to our family. And so this video is going to be about me sharing what I do as far as what vitamins and supplements I take when I'm trying to conceive, and also how I track my fertility and ovulation, and sharing all of those tips with you so that hopefully this will help you during your TTC journey as well. And so just a quick disclaimer, I need to throw this out there that everything I share with you is just from a mom to another mom, and if any of these tips don't work for your body or you're questioning anything that I'm saying, just make sure to do your own research. I really encourage that, as well as ask your doctor if you have any questions about what supplements, vitamins you should be taking, and things like that. So with that said, let's start with supplements and vitamins, and we'll talk about prenatals as well as other supplements that I take when I'm trying to conceive and why. The first thing I wanted to share with you is the prenatal that I take. It is the Rainbow Light brand prenatal daily duo. So there's actually 2 bottles in this box, and it's a 1-month supply. It'll run you about $19 to $22 depending on what sale is going on at the moment. So there's 2 bottles. The first one is going to be the prenatal essential nutrition for mom and baby. So there's 30 tablets in here. You just take 1 a day. I'll show you what they look like. They're pretty big. They do make a mini version of these tablets, but you have to take either 2 or 3 of them a day versus just taking 1. So if swallowing large pills is not for you, they do have a mini option. But for me, it's not a problem to swallow a big pill, so I just like to get the horse size pills and just worry about taking 1 a day. So the important thing about taking a prenatal is that you want to make sure that you're getting folic acid and enough of it during the very beginning of pregnancy, because what folic acid does is it helps to prevent any sort of neurological defects for your baby, like spina bifida and things like that. So neural tube defects is what your folic acid or folate is going to help prevent. So you want to make sure that you're getting at least 400 micrograms of folic acid per day. And so if you're in the market for prenatals, make sure it has at least 400 micrograms of folic acid. More is even better. And you're also going to get some from the food you eat, like leafy greens and things like that. You want to start taking your prenatal vitamin at least 1 month before conception, because that is going to make sure that your body has the folic acid in it to transfer to your baby as soon as the baby is conceived, because those neural tube defects happen very early in pregnancy. And it's been studied and shown that taking enough folic acid can prevent up to 7 out of 10 defects in babies. So that is a huge reason why you want to start taking your prenatals before you get pregnant and while you're trying to conceive. The other pill bottle that's in this box from Rainbow Light is going to be your prenatal DHA. DHA is also known as your omega-3 fatty acids. You can get it from things like fish, as well as seaweed and other things like that. But you can also get it in a pill form. And as far as how much to take, you want to make sure that you're taking at least 200 milligrams of DHA per day. DHA is really key in developing a healthy brain for your baby, as well as eye development. And so it's important to take DHA throughout your entire pregnancy. So the 2 of these together are really easy because you've got just 1 pill of this, 1 pill of this. They come together, and this one's also kind of big. I'll show you. This is what the DHA pill looks like. It does say on this box that there's no foul scent or taste to the DHA. However, I think it smells pretty fishy. personally. So if that's going to bother you, especially at the beginning of your pregnancy, you might want to switch to a different brand that really doesn't have any fishy smell. But I've taken a few different brands, and I do notice that this one does smell kind of fishy. It doesn't bother me so much, so that's why I am taking it right now. But like I said, if I do get pregnant and I have morning sickness during my first trimester, I might have to look into a different DHA and just buying the Rainbow Light prenatal on its own, which they do sell it individually as well. It's just a little bit less expensive if you buy them together. So like I said, for a 1 month supply for both of these, it's going to run you around $20 off of Amazon, and they do sell it at Target, I believe, as well. So the other supplement that I do take is going to be this calcium and magnesium supplement. I take 4 of these a day. I ordered this off of vitacost.com. And the nice thing about this is that it comes in a huge supply, and they are really easy to swallow and taste like nothing. So the reason I take calcium and magnesium is because together those two nutrients work to not only promote strong bone and tooth growth, which you need in your baby, but also magnesium has been proven during pregnancy to help prevent early delivery or preterm labor, because magnesium helps to relax your muscle system. So that's the reason I take this supplement, and these two together, those are the only pills that I'm taking right now during my TTC journey. So with that said, let's talk about tracking fertility. As some of you might know from previous videos, I do track my fertility using the fertility awareness method, also known as FAM. I take my temperature every day. This is probably going to be TMI, but it's a pregnancy video, so that's okay. I also check my cervical fluid every day, my cervix position every day. I do my LH strips to test ovulation. And then I also mark down anytime I take a prenatal vitamin to keep track of that. I mark down if I have any ovulation pain and on which side it is. And then I also write down when I have my period. The app that I use for tracking my fertility is called Kindara. It's Kindara. I think it's really great. Everything's super easy to use. It's a great interface, and I highly recommend it. If you're just learning how to track your fertility, I would recommend picking up a book called Taking Charge of Your Fertility. You can buy it on Amazon for about $15, and it is going to change your life as far as learning the fertility awareness method. It'll teach you everything you need to know. It's super interesting and gives examples of fertility charting and all the different rules and instructions and how to go about starting tracking from the very beginning until you get really good at it. So I highly recommend getting that book. I have the book, but I did lend it to a friend, so I can't show it to you on this video, but I highly recommend it. Let's jump into what I do for tracking my temperature. So I did make a whole video about this, so I'm not going to talk too much in detail, but this is the Tempdrop. It is a basal body thermometer, and I wear it throughout the night, every night, and then there's an app on my phone that it syncs up to, and it'll give me a very accurate reading of my temperature in the morning. The great thing about the Tempdrop is that it also has motion detectors in it, and so it knows when you're awake, if you're breastfeeding, or if you work weird hours or nights. And so it knows all of that information and can sift through everything to just get you the most accurate temperature reading for your night's sleep. It's a really great device, except that it runs you about $150. And so if you don't have $150 to spend on a fancy thermometer, you can still track your fertility and track your temperatures using much less expensive thermometers. This is the iProven thermometer. I think I have it upside down. Let's see if it'll focus. Kind of. So this is the iProven thermometer. You can get this on Amazon for about $15 to $20. It's also a basal body thermometer, which is what you need. You can't just use a regular thermometer. It needs to be the basal body thermometer because it's much more accurate of a reading. I used to use the iProven thermometer. It works well. A lot of women recommend it. That's what they use if they have a normal night's sleep. But like I said, it's much cheaper, about $15 to $20 on Amazon. Or if you're really on a budget, I'll show you the even cheaper option. This is also a basal body thermometer. You know, I can't think of what the, let me see if I have it pulled up on my computer. Okay, so this brand is called the MABIS, MABIS, basal body thermometer. This is the thermometer that I actually used when I was trying to conceive our son. It's only about $7.99 on Amazon, so it's definitely the cheapest option, but it was really accurate. It gave great readings, and I highly recommend it. Depending on your budget, you know, you really can spend a lot or spend a little, but there are several options out there for tracking your fertility using your body temperature, and you want to take your temperature first thing in the morning. If you read the book, or if you already know the fertility awareness method, you'll learn more about how to take your temperature properly. I use this to track if I have ovulated, because typically before you ovulate, your follicular phase of your cycle will be between when you get your period until when you ovulate, and your temperature during that part of your cycle is going to be lower. And then once you ovulate, within about 12 to 24 hours or so, your temperature should jump. And so once you hit that jump, that's how you know you have ovulated, and then your temperatures will remain high during the luteal phase of your cycle. And then once you get your period again, your temperature will drop again. So it starts low during the follicular phase, jumps high when you ovulate, and stays high until you get your period. Or if you're pregnant, it'll continue to stay high throughout your pregnancy. So that's what you're really measuring with the basal body thermometer and that method of tracking your fertility. In addition, I also track my ovulation using LH strips, or ovulation strips. What I have are these. Their Wand Flow is the, or Wand Flow, I should say, is the name of the brand. They come in a big pack like this. There's 50 of them in here, 50 LH strips. You can get them on Amazon for about $16.75 for 50 strips. And they kind of look like pregnancy strips, pregnancy tests, but basically you, right around when you're going to ovulate, you want to do at least 2 of these a day. So I kind of do 1 in the morning, 1 at night, and I'll test to see if it's a positive or a negative. So it tests LH hormone. 1 stripe, that means it's a negative result. If it's 2 stripes on the test strip and the second stripe is very dark, then that means that you are ovulating. You could read more about the instructions on how to use LH strips, but I like to track these as well, and I'll also enter all that information into Kindara. Also, I like to have on hand a bunch of pregnancy tests. So you could call me a serial tester, but you can get cheaper versions of pregnancy tests on Amazon. They come in kind of the same pack as the LH tests do, but I prefer to get these from Walmart. They're 88 cents a test, a lot cheaper than a First Response, which will run you between $4 and $8 per test. So I like to stock up on these, and Walmart has the cheapest ones. You could also go to the dollar store, and they have pregnancy tests for $1 a piece, but these are actually cheaper, only 88 cents a piece. The last topic that I wanted to talk about is overall health and fitness. And so, of course, it's going to be really important when you're trying to conceive to drink plenty of water and eat healthier foods. But then on top of that, it's also important to get your body moving. So you want to have some sort of fitness regimen going before you get pregnant, because once you're pregnant, you don't want to start with your fitness after you're pregnant, because you kind of want to just keep everything the same at that point and not do anything too strenuous. So when you're trying to conceive, it's really important to just at least get out and walk, go for a walk every day. If you're not huge into going to the gym, just get out and take a walk or do something active just to get your body in motion and healthy and ready to go through the entire stress and entire process of growing a baby inside of you. It's hard on your body, and so just going into your TTC journey already conscious of your health, as far as what you eat and your exercise is going to be super important. And also, you want to try and manage your stress. So if you're about to go through something really stressful in your life, whether it's, a job opportunity or job change or moving or things like that, it might not be the best time to try and conceive a baby. If it happens, it happens. But just keep in mind that if you're about to go through something very stressful in life, having a baby go through that stress with you can be a little bit harmful on the baby that's growing inside your belly, because your body is going to produce a stress hormone called cortisol, and that stress hormone has been proven to be able to travel through the placenta and go into your growing baby. And so just keep that in mind, that it's very important to manage your stress and wellness properly and plan ahead for that when you're thinking about when is going to be the best time to try and conceive. I think that's all I wanted to talk about in this video, and I hope that this was helpful to some of you out there that are getting ready to have a baby and not sure what vitamin supplements to take or how to track your fertility and your ovulation. I really encourage you to do your own research. Like I said before, get a copy of that book, Taking Charge of Your Fertility. It's really interesting and empowering to be able to track exactly what your body's doing and know exactly when you're ovulating, so that it's not a guessing game. It should be a really memorable experience for all you new moms that are trying to have a baby. With that said, good luck with your TTC journey, and I wish you all the best, and hopefully within the next few months I'll be on here making pregnancy videos and pregnancy updates, and I really look forward to sharing that journey with all of you. I'll see you in the next video, and of course, if you want to see more videos like this, I would appreciate your support in subscribing to my channel and giving this video a thumbs up if you liked it and you got something out of it. I'll see you next time, and take care.